for the best movie universe.
I didn't know Jhon Waters was
All right, we're live. I just want you to let you know.
No.
But
You're saying Mustachio?
I didn't know he was responsible for Hostel.
He isn't. Hostile?
How come he came up when I googled Jhon Waters? How come Hostel came up?
Because I think Eli Roth and him are friends.
Oh, okay. Just friends with Hostel. I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
all right,
I think they've also been on a podcast together.
all right, this is your episode.
Hello, and happy Friday, everybody. There we go. Got kind of a reaction there. Welcome to this episode, because I don't know what episode this is anymore, of Digital Beatdown. Yay!
We need a soundboard.
Episode 3.
Yeah, season 2, episode 3 of Pink Flamingos. I almost said that. Digital Beatdown.
What happened in episode 2?
Me and
We
Trill
don't talk
argued-
about that. We don't talk about that episode.
Oh no, that's the episode where I literally argued my John Malkovich Kanye episode where I argued into the head of Kanye West and I won that fight that one point. But you know,
When you say won, what do we mean by this?
It sounded interesting, man.
No,
It
did he win
yeah.
in the end?
No, I didn't. I fumbled at the end. I don't know. I
But
literally
that particular argument, we could not dispute wanting to see that one.
Mhm.
We might have to be inebriated, but we want to see that.
Well, I gotta read this later though. Filmology. Jhon Waters on sale. 20 Days of Sodom. That has to be interesting to read.
Well, that's a nice
I got
segue
an
into
interesting
what this
viewpoint.
episode is about. We are covering Jhon Waters and his filmography and who he is. If you don't know who he is, he's a director. We will leave it at that because if you don't know who he is, you are not prepared to know who he is. But continue watching this particular episode and you will find out.
I'll
You
give you a
know him.
quote.
You
I'll
know
give you a
him.
quote. The Marquis de Sade was incredibly important to me growing up.
Got a direct quote.
Yes.
Yes.
Growing up threw me. that really threw me.
Jhon Waters is a very interesting man, but he is interesting in all the best ways if you can handle him. Handle it. Or him.
No, he knows.
He might give you a shot. We don't know. But anyways, let's start with introducing people. Let's start with my comrade in arms. You have a fly on your sleeve, Zach.
I do.
It went away now.
All right. Hi.
It's back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's Zach. He has a
Yeah.
fly friend.
By the end of
and
this
occasion-
episode, Zach will kill and eat that fly.
he will.
We promise.
and that
we
was so
guarantee-
in line
Look,
with who
you're
Jhon Waters
acting
is.
like I didn't grow up with kids that would catch flies by hand and suck the head off, which I did.
Ah!
No, that's a real thing.
Wait,
Oh yeah.
I imagine the fly is just all head with wings.
No.
No, there's two parts to the fly, or two major parts to the fly.
I imagine
Scott, you had the correct reason.
Yeah, the head
for
and the
reaction.
wings.
I imagine this as Zach is like in Indiana Jones Temple of Doom style, and he just like eating him like the beetles or something. You know. You ever seen
The
the
scarabs?
Yeah, the scarabs.
Okay.
Yeah. You're just literally just eating them like, oh yeah, oh this is so delicious.
Sounds like the Beatles weren't in Indiana Jones. That would be interesting. But
Yeah, I was thinking beetles, scarabs. Scarabs a beetle? Is there a difference? Is there a difference?
No, I think a scarab is a type of
Thanks.
beetle.
Let's
Scott can
continue
tell me
on
that.
with my lovely lady in arms, Mustachio, who will probably be totally traumatized at the end of this one.
Probably. I have no idea what I'm in for. I have
You really
plenty of
don't.
candy to get me through.
I am
Evil
happy.
Lord.
And our two contestants, Scott, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
I
Good
guess.
answer. Good answer. Nice, like, love the enthusiasm. And Mac, we are going to the rules now.
Hey.
We're just
Hello,
gonna skip
Mac.
over your Max.
And Mac.
Hello. Yeah, did you,
Yeah,
look,
no,
don't you do that owl bullshit. Do that
You
bullshit Owl did. She's not here. You can't do that. Hurt my
can't tell me what to
feelings.
do. This is my show.
Man, fuck.
What have
You
you,
know,
done?
Owl, go on somewhere. Oh.
This has the power.
Okay, I'll be nice this time for now, depending on how you treat me later on in this episode. Mac, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. That's so good.
Yeah.
We love to hear your input.
Thank you.
Good.
You want to hear what Rush got to say?
No, because we're on a time limit. No, we're not. Sure. What does Rush have to say?
What you got to say, buddy?
Oh, what a good boy. That was a
He's biting the mic.
what a good. Tell him he's a good boy.
No, he's biting
No,
the
he's
mic.
good.
Right.
This is
Right,
gonna be
he's
a
a
problem
good
if you don't move the
boy.
mic, man.
This is the first time. Say something. Sing for us, Rush.
No, Scott, let him keep doing this.
You
Let
better tell him he's a
just
good
keep
boy.
doing this one.
That dog
No,
is
I'm
not
sorry.
ready for show business.
Yeah, he is. He is definitely ready. Good. Look
No,
at
I
him.
said he's not, man.
He is
He's biting
ready.
the
Look
mic.
at him.
Come on.
Go on, sing, buddy. Go ahead. You're Brian. Be like Brian the dog. You sing Family Guy. Come on. Do the routine. Do the routine.
You want him to like sing some Sinatra? Or
You want the ghost of Sinatra to come back to life?
You want
Oh my God.
You know, if he acted like Brian, he'd be vaguely racist throughout the entire
He
show.
would.
Yes, he would be barking at you.
What
and
a
also
good
dead at one
boy.
point? Doesn't Brian die
Yes.
and come back or something?
Yes, he does. He dies for like
Hey,
2
time
episodes
travel.
in a cassette.
Russell's
Yeah.
getting so big,
He is.
like overnight. Oh, that makes me sad.
I remember him when he was a puppy. And
Yeah, that was just yesterday.
Yeah, I know. And now he's a big ass dog. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You water.
All right,
Whoa,
let's
whoa,
get
whoa, whoa,
into
whoa,
the.
whoa.
Yes?
No, it's not me. It's not me. Sorry. It's me. You go ahead. Sorry.
All right, let's get into the show. So, Jhon Waters, interesting guy. That's the topic of this particular digital beatdown. Do we have the rules? Are we putting them up? Probably not.
Wrong
I
guy.
wasn't getting any assets for this, so.
I don't have the rules. They're basically the same as Game of Grudge.
Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. I was just wondering if we're putting them up, so apparently we're not. All right, so we got 4 questions. Each question has 5 rounds. The first round, ask the question, answer the question. We don't care what your answer is, because you know what? That goes into round 2. Round 2, you explain your answer. Why did you pick that answer? Because we care apparently at that point. Round 3, what's round 3? Oh yeah, the actual digital beatdown part. How did I forget that part?
Where we beat each other down.
That for
Digitally.
3 minutes? A minute? What's the timer
For
on this?
3 minutes.
The 3.
Wait, I have it here. Phase 1, phase 2.
Oh wait, phase 1, you argue or you present your argument for a minute, I think. Or is it a minute and a half?
Oh, I
You know
actually
what?
don't know.
Let's
I only
just
have
go
the
off-
grudge ones. I have the grudge ones.
Let's go
up.
off the cuff here. Because it's my show. And I set the rules this time.
Yeah, because you really wanted this. Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably not gonna use all my time.
me neither.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna
I'm
narrow
gonna be quick and concise like Jhon Waters.
I'm gonna get straight to the point. Like
Yeah,
John Waters.
let me say the rules then. I was
I'm-
going to say your argument for your answer is gonna be a minute and a half. Jeez.
Minute and
And
a half.
then the actual beatdown will be for 3 minutes. Are you happy?
I'm cool.
Yes.
I dig
All
it.
right.
I guess.
I feel like we're
I'm-
doing this wrong by not calling it a beat off. I'm going to be honest.
I really want to. I really want
He's
to call
right.
it that.
I feel like
I
we're
think
doing
I think
this
we
wrong.
got it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Digital Caress. The
That's
home
kinda
of gentle
sassy.
touching.
Yeah, very
With
much
Jhon
in line with,
Waters.
Jhon Waters. Yeah, that is that. You guys are gonna learn something today about some Jhon Waters.
All right, I have
There's
a
no
minute 30
limitations.
timer now.
So,
All right.
wait, hold on. I wasn't done because you guys had to interrupt. So round 4, fact checking and questions. If we have them, we're probably gonna have a lot of questions because I have a feeling somebody's gonna mess up somewhere. And then round 5, verdict. Got it? Let's go. First question. Are you putting those up or no?
I didn't get any assets.
Well, we don't have. We don't have. I forgot to get the thumb. So,
Okay.
but you got the photos, don't you?
I
No.
can read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah,
photos.
go ahead and read it.
Yeah.
Question 1, digital beatdowners. Which Jhon Waters movie has the best movie universe? I can read.
We're not drunk yet. Let's start with Maximus.
Fuck. I went with Crybaby.
And that is a movie from 1990. Scott?
I went with Cecil B. Demented.
Damn
Another
you.
good choice. All right, you ready, Stashy?
Uh-huh. I've got a
Alright.
minute 30 on the clock as you directed. And
Hold on, give me a second.
oh,
get my notes
we're
together.
playing by your
No.
rules now. I
No,
didn't
no,
know
no.
we were
You should have
playing by
started the
your
clock.
rules.
Yeah, if he's not prepared,
Okay,
start the
ding,
clock.
ding, 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 Mac. Clock has started.
Since you don't need all the time.
Fine, I'm gonna keep it quick and concise. Look, I'm not a fan of. Everybody know that, Max, you don't like musicals, right? And everybody say, Max, you don't like musicals. And I'll tell you that you're full of shit. I do love certain musicals, but Crybaby is just so hilarious. The world is so hilarious. I would love to live in this world. There are so many different things in this world that's so interesting. You know, going around singing and being in a goofy world, being in the opposite world of Greece would be awesome. I love this, and just hanging out with all these people would be cool. Really great. I really want to live in the world of Crybaby. It'll be interesting. That's it.
Okay. All right.
I got quick and to the point.
You did. You got there in like 15 seconds flat.
Let's
my
go!
man.
All right, Scott, are you actually ready?
Yeah.
All right. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay. Cecil B. Demented is like a crazy, twisted version of Bowfinger. It's like this world where some people take movies so seriously that they're willing to become actual terrorists. They go around, they guerrilla style film their indie movies that are about how bad movies are, and also hold people hostage, murder people, set people on fire, and like it's just one of these. It's this world where like movies, they're like spilling into reality. Like they go to, at one point they go to a movie theater full of action fans, and they're all just ready to like start fighting like they're in an action movie. And that's like the type of world that they're living in. Yeah, there's all these terrible like sequels like Gump Again and Patch Adams 2, but there's also like such a clear like love for the like movies that people let it affect their lives in such a crazy, like in literally insane way. And I love movies, so that's all I got.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be.
I'm not a terrorist. I'm not a film terrorist. I just want to lay that out. I just like the movie.
I think you gave them too much time with a minute and a half, miss.
All right.
Mhm. Yeah,
Oh no.
get into scary territory.
Okay. I'm
They're
going to make
warming
note
up.
of that.
They're
I'm going to
warming
make
up.
note of that. So, yeah. So for this, put 3 minutes on the clock. Let's see what they do with 3 minutes.
Yeah, I want to see a fight. Let's go. 3 minutes is on the clock. And get ready for utter chaos.
Thanks.
Mac already said. Mac already said it. It's like a just Grease. It's basically
but
like the
you
world
are-
of Grease, but like white trash.
No, fuck it. Fuck it. If I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose fighting. Damn it, fuck it. Do your damn world have chicken races? I think not.
Probably.
I think not. Chicken races.
I don't see any reason why that wouldn't exist in the Cecil B. Demented world. This is a
I don't
world
know.
where
That don't work. That don't exist in your world. My world
Stephen
got
Dorff
chicken
literally
races, and
sets
it's
himself
fucking
on
awesome.
fire. Like,
Who
there's
want to
no
do a
reason that
chicken
could-
race? And then not only that, like to actually tear from in this world, you actually can cry from one tear would be cool. One eye.
You
would
can do
be
that in
cool.
any world. There's no reason you
No,
couldn't
you
do
can't
that.
cry from one tear. Then you can do that in his world. Also, a crybaby.
This is a creepy world where people like drink tears, where it's just the 50s. Like the Crybaby is just like the 50s with not more music, just like more people singing.
But it's
a music.
funner. It's funner than the 50s. You want to know about the 50s? 50s
Yeah, I
suck.
guess.
It made the 50s look fun. That's the reason I want to be in the rap world, because the 50s was fun and Crybaby. Your world.
I mean, so much of the Crybaby world is like prison, or like these like horrible schools where like there's like this clear like segregation of like weirdos and normies.
You know what? You know what? This society, in this world, you know, your
Like,
film is
it's like the world of Gump Again, and Cecil B. Demented is a world that has the movie Gump Again, which is the sequel to Forrest Gump starring Kevin Nealon. Don't you want to live it? You would rather live in that world.
What?
You want to
No,
see
I
Patch
want to live
Adams
in a world with Gump. I don't want to go in Forrest Gump world. You know what? I'm as a person.
No, that's like you're living in like this weird.
I don't
like,
want to sit up there in the world of Gump where that guy died.
Southern
that guy over there?
50s,
He
like
died.
Forrest Gump style world, but with music.
You know what? I don't feel like going in a world where there's a guy literally sitting there saying, "Man, Bubba was going to be a shrimp bumping movie company," but instead he died right there in Vietnam. And that's what I got to say about that. I don't care.
It's also, but it's like Crybaby is also like one of those movies, like one of the least like John Waters-y type movies. Like it's the weirdest thing about it is Hatchet face, and she's just got a weird face.
The context of what's a John Waters film.
No, I'm just saying, like, as far as movie universes go, like if you're gonna pick like a John Waters movie universe.
Hold on, wait a minute. How much time we got?
You're checking the clock.
10 seconds. 9.
Okay.
8.
Fuck your movie. It's ass. I fucking hate it. And since being the music, go fuck
3,
yourself. Fuck
2,
it. Yeah.
1.
Fuck it. 2 middle fingers.
Ding, ding. Turn
I
down.
didn't even bring up fucking Adrian Grenay.
Also, I'm not sure anyone's going to defend Cecil DeMille here.
Nah.
No. I want to be clear. That's not who I'm talking about.
Okay. That. What did they get wrong? I feel like something was wrong with these arguments.
Everything was wrong with these arguments.
The part where Mac may have had to defend segregation, probably. is where it
Okay,
went
I
wrong.
was wondering if I heard that correctly. I tried to not make a mental note of that, but that was seeping into my brain that you were okay with that, Mac.
Like
Well,
I
it's
said,
not racial segregation. It's just class segregation.
yeah.
Totally
True.
different.
Totally
Well,
different.
there's also racial segregation.
There are, but compared to
Totally the same.
It was the 50s.
50s, fuck.
Okay, anything else? I take not in terms of facts.
Got
I
good
mean,
fight, man. You
there's
won.
not like the thing is there's so many things I can mention, but not much that was brought up.
You're not
That
gonna
was
tell
another
me
thing
an
I
actual
noticed.
Forrest Gump sequel?
Yeah, that's true.
They did
Um,
make an actual Forrest Gump sequel.
They
Or
did
they
make
wrote
the
one.
sequel, but it was part of the film plot.
Yeah, but
So
they
in-
wrote a book. There is a book.
Really?
Sequel.
Never saw that.
Mhm.
And apparently they went to go see Patch Adams in the first theater location, which is interesting.
What, in Cecil B. Demented?
Yeah.
Well, they go to Patch Adams too.
Well, they go to the Patch Adams' director's cut.
Yeah, sequel to that
Oh,
shit.
okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the director's cut. And they're
Okay,
advertising.
Dashi, I'm gonna actually pick on you a little bit on this one. Do
Okay.
you actually have a question since you are very much new to this whole John Waters thing?
I want to know. Okay. Oh, let me think. Like a question for both fighters, you mean?
Yes.
Or just in general?
In
Sorry.
general,
A question for them.
All right. No, I don't off the top of my head. I'm trying. No. Best part of this world.
Uh,
Where would you fit in these worlds? These are the best
shit.
universes,
Come
right?
on.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanna
Matt.
know
Where
how
would you
fit
fit
in
into
this
yours?
universe.
Damn it! Oh,
Hold on,
damn.
Matt, and
Ah.
you better not answer this
can I
wrong.
can I refine that slightly?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where would your role be in the specific gang you would choose? Because both of these involve gangs of people.
All right,
So
yeah,
what would your role be?
that's better.
All right.
Just needed some editing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go first,
Uh-huh.
Mac, if you want to think about it for a second.
Go ahead.
'cause-
Go ahead.
Do I get to
Okay.
use a timer? How much time?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Go.
I would be writing Cecil B. Demented's movie, his crazy movie about how movies are terrible now. And it would be crazy. I don't need 30
The
seconds.
writer. All right. Done in
Good job.
15. Good work. And there's 30 seconds back on the clock. Mac.
Fuck it. I'll be part of the drapes. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll find my way in there. I'll be cool enough to be part of that group. So fuck it.
Wow.
Okay.
You did it in 10. Is this like a race?
No, I just want to get it over with.
You're concise.
All right.
All right. So
I just want to get to the next question, honestly.
Me too.
Oh, all
yeah,
right.
honestly,
cool.
I
This is
kind of
the
want to. I
warm-up
want to get to
round then.
these other questions too. I'm very curious.
Cool. I like
All
that
right.
it's a warm up.
Zach, who,
What
who
did
do
I
you
do?
pick?
Okay, I'm just gonna go for me personally. I am way more interested in the Cecil B. Demented world and going out in a blaze of glory than I
Fair.
am living in the kind of prisony 1950s like world. No, thank you. Chicken races isn't enough excitement for me.
That's fair, Zach. I just want to end it.
No, I'm just giving you my reasoning.
Yeah,
Also, Cecil B. Demented is the superior film to me.
fair.
Okay, Stachio.
Just wanted to say that my cat came to play as well, Zach. Hi, cat life. I'm going with Scott on this one. As someone who doesn't know a lot about John Waters, I needed to hear a little bit more about the world. I know you guys are trying to get through to the next question, so I'm giving you a pass. But
Fair.
Cecil B's universe seems a little more vast, so I'm gonna go with that one. Boing. Meow. Wow.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go there too because Mac, you did not present your universe at all.
I know.
And as a fellow Black person, you know good and well in the 50s where exactly you would be in that universe.
I know, but you want to know something?
You should have picked
I'm trying to
Hairspray.
go to the
Hairspray's
next
about
question.
segregation.
Right, exactly.
I didn't want to do it. Okay.
All right. Well, round one goes to Scott. Looks like.
Yay!
Yay! I wish we had a soundboard.
Yeah, we need a soundboard. Mac,
Okay.
get us a soundboard.
But it's not the.
It should just be John Waters saying "zap"
Well,
from The Simpsons.
The problem is actually the Zoom software. We could get soundboard, but we can't transfer the Zoom sounds into the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
That's I can put sound on here. It's just putting at the right time. And
All
y'all
right.
won't be able to hear it. The audience will be able to hear it. That's the problem.
Question 2, since this is where it's going to get spicy. Honestly, I'm waiting for question 3. I'm very interested in question 3. But anyways, question 2. What is the best Jhon Waters cameo? Scott.
Pete Peters in Seed of Chucky.
Fuck you.
Matt, do you have something to say against that?
Oh, I have something to say against it. I know what Jhon Waters playing himself in. Chipmunks. What is it? I think it's the third.
The Road Chip.
The Road Chip.
Is that the third or fourth one?
I think that's the.
Does it really matter in
They
that
all
particular
kind-
universe?
They all kind of melt into one, don't they?
I just think of him as David Cross's personal hell.
Like now that what I call music, the Chipmunks edition.
It's also what's his face? The guy who plays Dave.
Jason Lee.
Yeah, Jason
Right?
Lee slowly losing his sanity too.
Yep.
And his voice.
Alvin.
Scientology didn't do that?
No. Watch those movies back to back and you'll hear him lose his voice. And for those of you who didn't know that, yes, Jhon Waters is in fact in the Chipmunks movies.
He's only
So
in
he-
one. I think he only in one scene.
Yes, yeah.
He only in one scene, but it's memorable. That's the reason I
he's a-
picked it.
Family
It's
actor.
memorable.
Good for
He
the whole
made-
family.
He made an adult joke in a kids movie. Just
Yeah.
know that.
No, there's a
There's implications.
Yes.
Yes.
That if you are underage, please wait until you're of age to research that particular
or do
reference.
not tell us shit.
Yes,
Bad choice of words.
but
Well,
appropriate.
I mean,
All
we are
right, so
Jhon Waters.
since you guys have a problem with a minute and a half for your arguments, we're going to shorten the time.
Fine.
All right. You got 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Holy mackerel. Okay, wait, let me make a timer for that. I don't have a timer for 20 seconds.
Since you guys want to mess with me about that one.
Ooh, 20 seconds. We're playing hardball. Okay. All right. 20 seconds is on the clock. And you
Go,
better talk
Scott.
fast.
Yeah, Scott, you're first.
Scott and
Okay, this is a movie where Jhon Waters, as a creepy paparazzi, takes a picture of a masturbating Chucky in a window, and then to get back at him and to get the picture, Chucky melts his face off with sulfuric acid, and then takes a picture of him with his daughter, his Glenda. It's a confusing movie.
Just say the seed. The seed works.
The seed.
all right, that is time. That is a quick time. That is quick. Okay.
Yeah, you guys keep messing with me.
Yeah.
I like it.
Get
I
him.
brought
Get
up,
him,
I
miss.
brought up that he masturbated.
Get him. Yeah,
That was
that
my
was
one note.
actually that was a lot of information all in 20 seconds. I was mostly saying that because I was like getting hit. I was like, okay, stop it. Okay,
It's
back.
fresh in my mind. I just watched it last night.
All right, did your homework. Okay, Mac, 20 seconds is on the clock. Talk fast and go.
Well, the reason why my scene is better than his, and the cameo is it's Jhon Waters in this fucking film, and the fact that he's on this airplane with Alvin sitting beside him, eating and gorging his food in. He just look at him, and then Alvin's talking to him. The one thing that stands out about this part, Alvin says, "I seen pink flamingos. I seen pink flamingos."
Alvin says he's seen pink flamingos. Is that what I heard?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh
That's
my
exactly
gosh.
what you heard.
Yep.
I
Alvin
don't
said
remember
that.
that.
That's 100% real.
Yeah,
Yes.
he did say, "I've seen pink flamingos." I was like,
What makes it even more interesting is he is eating while he's saying that.
Yep.
He has a pretty tough stomach.
Yep.
Okay. Are we Miss giving them 3 whole minutes to fight? Or what are we giving them? What are you giving them? Master Mist. Master of the Mist.
Let me think.
The fighting's my favorite part.
Okay, we'll leave it at 3 minutes just for you.
Thank you. I want to see some blood. Ready? 3 minutes is on the clock. Go.
Okay, the best part about your scene is Jhon Waters' jacket. That scene, it's not that funny, and it also is a really weird implication because Alvin is a child. Alvin should not be watching Pink Flamingos.
But the point of
A man flexes his asshole in that movie.
No. Here's the point of my film that makes my scene better than yours is the fact that Alvin, who is literally a child, is eating food and literally said, "Look,
there's a child in my scene too, and he is murdering. They are murdering Jhon Waters, and Jhon Waters is always better playing a character than himself. The Simpsons episode
ever because
his best cameo.
Even Jhon Waters was taking it back, like, "What the fuck? You really watched?" It was like, "What?"
Yeah, it's gross. It's like a 30-second cameo, and it doesn't amount to anything.
It doesn't.
In my movie, it's a plot point. It's gross. Jhon Waters had to go through a whole set of makeup to get like that sulfuric acid burning on his face, and it looks amazing.
It is, and I admit that, but
and then the picture that Chucky takes with the seed.
If that's the case, then there's so many different people that get killed off. I mean, hell, we saw remember when we saw Scream, and then we thought at the beginning of Scream, we thought, man, we thought,
who cares? Why are we talking about Scream? No.
I'm just giving you an example. If you give me a second, we thought Drew Barrymore was going to survive the whole film. In fact, she get killed off in the first part of the film.
It's not. It has nothing to do with the expectation. You know that Jhon Waters is going to get killed going in.
You knew for a fact.
But it's like it's the what
you knew Jhon Waters was going to go in that
cameo. What the cameo in the movie amounts to? It's actually like a plot point in the story.
Your character wasn't even Chuck Peters wasn't even acting. He was a Jhon Waters. Your character was Jhon Waters. He's always
Jhon Waters, but
he's
like
he doesn't. Jhon Waters.
I mean, he's playing Jhon Waters if you were a creepy paparazzi, sure, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly what he was
but he's not playing like literally Jhon Waters. Like his character's name isn't Jhon Waters. Pete Peters, which is an objectively cooler name.
You not argue anything. You just literally are trying to go around the fact that Alvin watched Pink Flamingos and he admitted to doing it.
Yeah, that's a horrible implication for a kids movie. I'm arguing the merits of the cameo within my movie. It also has like an emotional. There's emotional stakes too.
Jhon Waters
the seed keeps the photo, and that's like the one connection they keep to Chucky.
Yeah, and it's interesting. But tell me this. What's better? Him killing Jhon Waters and him killing Britney Spears at dropping off the world and him saying, "Oops, I did it again."
Nice. Him killing Jhon Waters. Him killing John. No, I was laughing at the condoms.
Time is up. Everybody stop. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Miss, for allowing them 3 minutes.
That was actually a good one.
Yeah.
Zach, do you want to murder them?
Murder? No. I have strong feelings on both of these films, though.
I want to hear them.
About film is terrible.
Road Trip is absolute trash. I just want to know, like, did he walk on set one day? What happened there?
Yeah, that is a good question.
How did that happen?
How did that happen?
Because, like, you can tell, like, he was meant to be in Seed of Chucky, which I love the whole Glenn and Glenda thing, too, because it's a reference to Ed Wood. So,
right.
Like, you have, like, the whole thing is a love letter to schlock that Jhon Waters loves and makes.
Yeah.
Whereas, the Road Trip, it's just a throwaway line.
Yeah,
that's
like,
just weird.
what did they have on him that he had to be in that one?
Yeah. That
or
is
was
true.
he just bored? It's John Waters because he could just be bored.
They were filming across the street and he wandered into the building.
Yeah, that's true.
So any facts, questions?
People
Let me think.
didn't understand Seed of Chucky when it first came out, and that makes me sad.
That's fair.
So,
Yes, Dashi.
I'm thinking about my words.
Okay,
No,
no,
I don't have anything.
He actually made a comment on it. John
Oh,
Waters.
shit.
Well,
Oh,
I
shit.
always-
Which one?
I-
Alvin?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be in an Alvin movie.
Interesting.
What?
that is
talk-
interesting.
I talk about Alvin in my Christmas show. He's been my mentor, which is only fitting, of course.
Yeah, fair. He was with Alvin, which is interesting.
How? What is the connection of Alvin the Chipmunk and John? What mentor in what? Mentor in what?
Yeah. I'm not seeing the connection.
That's the point. John can see it, but we're too sane to not. We're
Yeah.
too sane at this point.
Yeah, that's
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is like some Eldritchian horror shit.
Fair.
Although Eldritchian, Alvin and the Chipmunks, I would watch.
Yeah.
So we don't have any questions.
I don't have a question. Do you have a question, miss?
I really don't, because my question is locked on to question 3.
Oh, all right. We're all just waiting for the next question here.
Oh, this is so much worse than I thought.
Well,
I do love the Chipmunks. I'm erotically obsessed with Alvin. I talk about that in my Christmas show. I want to have sex with Alvin.
Oh my God.
Not
And
sure how I
then
feel
it
about
looks
that
like he
one.
got a real animator to draw him a picture of Alvin in a very private moment, and it was one of the best things he ever got.
there's a word for that when you want to.
Matt, how do you
like
keep
that with your
finding these
mentor,
particular answers?
I don't know.
like an anime thing.
Roll 40.
The problem is, this is John Waters, which means he'll talk about anything.
Yes.
Like, he isn't like most
Sure.
directors where he's closed off. He
yeah.
just talks.
And let's be honest, we don't really know how.
Serious he is
Yeah,
at any point.
and we will
Part of
never
the
know.
charm. Part of the charm.
Okay, so since we don't have any questions,
Well, my question is, why in one of the Alvin movies does Alvin eat his own poop?
Because he's
Well,
an animal. Because he's a
no,
why
filthy
does-
rodent.
No,
I
but
just
he-
watched this
no,
cameo.
but is that connected to him seeing stuff like pink flamingos? And what is John into? Or not John? What's
Dave.
Oh, the
What's Dave into?
lore of this chipmunk stuff is getting too much for me right now.
Yeah, you gotta
That's
get out
just
of
like,
that rabbit
don't
hole.
ruin my ideal of the chipmunks.
Yeah, they
Who
make
knew
my
that the
favorite
live action
Halloween
chipmunk
movie.
movies were more adult than you think?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's just go to the voting.
Alvin meets Frankenstein is ruined. Alvin and the Wolfman is ruined. Alvin.
Is
Hey, it's
there an
John Waters.
Alvin meets John Waters special out there?
There should be.
Somewhere in the
I-
deep web.
John is probably having it commissioned as we speak.
He's probably watching this episode right now. Like, why did I think of that? All right, let's go with the voting. Stachio, since your whole childhood has been completely destroyed.
At least
you-
my child-friendly Halloween has been ruined. I can't watch any of those movies now, and they are some of my favorites.
Sorry.
Well, the fact that the Chipmunks movie is a children's movie made me cringe, and then I don't know, somewhere in that argument, someone mentioned a flexing butthole, which is just too much for me. And I mean, I expect bad things in Chucky, so a cameo of any level of disturbing in Chucky makes sense, but a cameo of any level of John Waters in Alvin and the Chipmunks doesn't make sense. So I gotta go with Alvin and the Chipmunks. Mac, I'm giving this one to you.
Wow.
Oh, I love this. Ah, honestly, I'm going with Scott because I actually, as much as I hate Chucky movies, like Chucky movies legitimately scare me because I have a bully of an older brother, shout out to him, who would force me to watch these movies while I'm playing with Barbie.
Oh my
So,
gosh, I was playing
yeah.
with Polly Pockets while we were watching Chucky.
Well, I probably wouldn't have been so like afraid if he didn't sit on me and hold my eyes open.
Ah,
Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, he really loves like gore and stuff like that, and he made me watch it, and I literally made me watch it. But surprisingly, I actually could get through Seed of Chucky with all the lights on and the blinds up, and during the daytime. And out of all of the horror and gore, John Waters honestly made that movie for me. So
Fair.
that's why I'm going with you.
That's fair.
Okay, for the nostalgia of it.
That's fair.
Also, my brother wasn't there to torment me.
For the love of your brother.
I'm actually gonna go with yours, Mac. So like,
Huh?
I'm going with yours because I did not think John Waters' connection to Alvin would be this deep. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. That's just kind of has me floored. I'm like,
I just really like lore.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
I did not. I'm not gonna lie.
If you would have looked that up ahead of time, you'd have been like, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, honestly, if you would have had that in your argument, I would have chose yours.
What if I said that?
Yeah. So
Yes, because that
I
is
wasn't
such.
thinking of that. I didn't know the lore or anything. Let me be honest here. Now that everything is over with in the voting, my original answer was Scott's answer. I was actually going for Pete Peters, and I have more lore on it. But and Scott said my answer was his backup.
Mhm.
Huh?
You guys are twinsies.
Yeah, Scott said
Cousins
my
from
answer-
another
my-
brother.
yeah. That's funny. 'Cause
how does that? What?
I don't know. I told Scott, I said, this is why I love you, man, because we both put up with the same
I'm
answer.
surprised neither of you said Jackass.
That was actually my third place.
I
answer.
was thinking about it, yeah.
I was thinking about it, but I would have to go back.
Because
and
that
watch
was
the
like
movie.
right before they went to film a Dirty Shame
Yeah.
with Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
But also, like, it's just like a stunt. Like, there's nothing really more to the cameo than that.
Yeah.
I don't. To me, it was just kind of a passing of the torch for like shock theater for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, we have all learned something today. John Waters, if you ever watch this, please do a full-on interview about your love of Alvin and the Chipmunks,
Or let
so
me
that we
interview
may understand you a lot better than what we understand now.
Or let me interview you. I would love to do it.
Hey, I would. If he gave me the chance, I would totally interview him.
I would interview the shit out of him. Like, yeah.
All right, let's go to question 3, the one I have honestly been waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Who is the best John Waters movie female not antagonist, protagonist?
I mean, could be.
Depends on your point of view.
Yeah, it can go either
That's
way.
my answer would be the point of view, a different point of view. Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, like honestly, antagonist, protagonist, and anti-hero all apply to both of these answers. But Mac, what is your answer?
I went with Beverly from Serial Mother.
Mom, serial
Serial
mom.
Mom, yeah, sorry.
Scott,
I went with Honey Whitlock in Cecil B. Demented.
good question, Scott. Is this your favorite John Waters movie?
I think it is. Yeah, probably. And it's either that or Maybe Crybaby. I like Crybaby a lot.
Well, we will get to that particular question as well at some point. Okay, so because I really want to hear these answers, we're going to give you a minute.
A minute. Let me reset a timer really quick.
Because I honestly like both of these
1 minute.
characters and both of these answers.
Okay, a minute is on the clock.
Mac, are you ready?
Sorry. Oh, give me a second.
Because
Sorry.
I love Beverly, so please don't let me down. I love her so much. Shout out to Kathleen Turner.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Wait.
What?
What does Rush have?
Yeah, Rush had something in his mouth.
Oh, he got my classic.
Oh.
He's looking for something, and I'm not giving it to him. He's good. I got him. I'm watching him.
He's just a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a minute's on the clock. Ready? When the cow moves.
Ready?
Yes.
Go.
Yes.
All right. So
Listen
the
to
reason
me.
why I went with Beverly Steuben, if I got the wrong,
Suchbin.
Suchbin.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was getting the name wrong sometimes. With her, it's more so of a character that literally is a woman that is accused of being a serial killer, and the point of her story is you're going through this whole entire ordeal of her trying to, you don't know if she's actually a serial killer or she's not. It's not really, it's subtle at the end, but you don't know, is she because through the whole movie you don't know if she is the serial killer. You don't know at all. She does things that make you feel like she is. Like, for example, the way she wakes up.
5.
It's just really ridiculous. But at the end of the film, she gets acquitted of all charges. She gets acquitted. She goes through it. So the reason why she's strongly is what she does. She shows her determination. She knows she don't take shit for nobody. But she literally grows in the film and grows on you. And that's why she's the best female protagonist. And also, it's Kathleen Turner. She's
Yes. Bang. How serious do we want to be about the time?
Okay, I was like, I could have sworn she said 5.
yeah. I'm sorry.
I feel bad cutting off.
No, it's
But
okay.
No,
No,
I'll allow that one because I love this character.
All right. Well, we've got a minute back on the clock for Scott. Great, Scott. Ready and go.
Lady Whitlock, she like goes through like a whole arc. She starts off as this kind of like jaded asshole who's just like over movies to literally like becoming a terrorist willing to set her hair on fire for a movie. She's got like a real like punk edge. She's basically like Patty Hearst, who is also actually in the movie and in several John Waters movies. She's got like a great look. It's Melanie Griffith, so great performance from her. And she's just like a really interesting kind of hard-edged character, especially by the end. Like you see her like go through like distrusting the whole crew and to like seeing them as family, and like it's just an interesting arc in a John Waters movie that you don't usually get to see. Okay.
And time. Good use of time.
Yay!
Keeper of the time approves.
Okay, we're gonna change this particular round up a little bit. Because, oh my gosh, I love this one. 5 minutes on the clock for the beatdown.
All right. Let me edit that real quick.
I really want to hear this.
Okay, 5 minutes is set for you, milady.
Guys ready?
When Mist calls it, I'll start the timer.
Go.
This is probably gonna hurt me, but I'm not a huge fan of Serial Mom. I didn't particularly find her that all that interesting. She's a full-on
here's the
serial
thing.
killer. What are we talking about here?
Well, okay, well, this is the thing. We don't know what's going on, but she gets
We
acquitted.
don't.
You don't.
We don't know. We know she runs a guy over with her car.
This is true.
She,
This is true.
she murders
does that.
people in the movie. We
she
know.
does. She does. And I agree with that. That's why I forgot that.
It's the question of it's like the question of like celebrity and credibility in the court. It's
that is true.
It's,
Well,
she's clearly gaming
the fact that here's the thing that's interesting about
tortures her neighbors.
This is what interesting about my character. She literally in the film, she literally has to play. She's literally insane, and she literally does everything. She literally does.
Kathleen Turner gives a great performance. I'll give you that.
I'm telling you, I'm going about her character.
But
she does. Well, you got to think. Also, with my backup answer, I had Jhon Waters as Ted Bundy, and Ted Bundy represented himself. So did she. She represented herself in this film. She wanted to plead insanity. She's doing everything that he did. And she literally got acquitted. She got acquitted. And she went out and killed somebody else at the end of the film, which is weird. It's so
which I don't find particularly interesting. It's just like she's like she's got a little bit of like a falling down Michael Douglas edge, where she's like fed up with people in certain scenarios. She's just like something tweaks in her, and it's just like, now I got to run you over with a car, and like that. That wasn't particularly that wasn't interesting enough to me to hold my attention throughout the whole movie.
I mean, if you're going by that one scene, then maybe but also you got to go by also some other stuff. The fact that, like I said, she represents herself in her own. She represents her lawyer. Literally wanted to plead insanity. She's like, I'm represent myself, and that's what
the court. The stuff with the court at the end is interesting, but there's so much like in between, like of her just like killing randoms throughout the movie. That's just like
she literally scared the shit out of him.
Yeah, I know, but like it doesn't ultimately like amount to anything. Like at the end, like she gets like acquitted. She was
and, like, the most interesting. Like, well. So the question is, and I'm going to quote this. The question is, who is the best female protagonist in your film? And I feel like with my film, you're talking.
I feel like your character is a much worse representation for women. If we're gonna go on that route.
Itself, I feel like without Beverly, this film is not as good as it is.
It's called Serial Mom, of course.
Yeah, but if it's like without, and I agree, but I'm just saying without Beverly in my film, it's just not as good as it was. Like her. I mean,
the Honey Whitlock. Without her, the story doesn't like. There is no story in Cecil B. Demented without Honey Whitlock. She's the star of the movie of Cecil B. Demented's movie. Absolutely, Cecil B. Demented kidnaps. The whole story is that they kidnap the star and radicalize him.
Cecil B. Demented couldn't find another person.
He had other actors in the movie. He needed Honey Whitlock, his star, his muse, to pull the whole movie together. She was an absolutely necessary part of the movie.
I'm not winning any brownie points. I know I'm not winning any brownie points with Zach. I know this for a fact. I'm not winning any brownie points with Zach because he loves Cecil B. Demented. But I'm just telling you the truth. And I'm not going to be honest. I like your movie. I like your character. I like everything about it. But I feel like my character is just better than yours by the fact that she is a more interesting.
Well, let's talk about as far as like representation for women, because like as a white man, I feel like I have a right to say this. I'm sorry.
No.
Honey Whitlock is a better. She has a more interesting like story arc from beginning to end. Beverly Sutphin is just a psychopath. That's her only mode. She is a psychopath.
You're right.
Is attacking everyone around her.
Well, that's just true. And you want to know something? Some people out here wants to, have that side, and she acts upon them. And some people are.
Yeah, I know, but like it's
some people are. I'll admit, some people are a little bit like Beverly. Don't want to go all the way there, but Beverly goes there.
And
some
like, it's a cathartic thing to like watch somebody just like take out their frustration with murder, but it's also like not very interesting as far as like a character.
This is fair, yeah.
Thank you very much. Mac always with the final word.
Interesting fact, Patty Hearst was actually in both of these movies.
Who?
Yep. Patty Hearst.
Patty Hearst.
Oh yeah.
You have no idea what Patty Hearst is, do you?
I
That's a
don't.
no.
That's
Patty Hearst was the woman who looked at Beverly at the end, and then there was the freeze frame.
Ah, okay, I got you.
But do you know who she is in real life?
No.
Okay, we will leave it at that.
yeah.
But she is actually an important figure in history.
Yes. To the point where her sentence was commuted by Jimmy Carter and later pardoned by Bill Clinton.
Yep. Very, very, very interesting lady. Actually, her whole family kind of is.
Yeah. That's very.
So, any other facts?
I'm trying to figure out if Beverly counts as a protagonist.
This is true, and I understand you.
I've argued that point.
I have a question for the first time ever.
Okay, we can bend the rules
Oh.
on this. What is your question? Because I have a question too.
Oh yeah, more than one question. I just want to know the most shocking thing that your woman does in the movie.
That's
The
actually a good
moment that
question.
you're like, wow, what a hero.
Holy shit. Really? Ah, come on. This feels like it's going against me. Okay.
I didn't mean to.
The
No,
word
it's understandable.
hero is very loose here.
Yeah. Fuck.
Just a wow moment.
I got one.
I know you got one because damn it, when you did that what a hero shit, I was like, damn.
Do you
Go
want
ahead,
Scott to
Scott.
go first?
Scott, go ahead.
It's when she sets her hair on fire for the sake of the movie. it's her hero moment. It's literally the hero moment of the movie. It couldn't be more direct.
I can smell that.
Yeah.
I can smell it. Have you ever singed your hair?
Yes. Oh my gosh,
Yep.
it's terrible.
I also want to say she's very happy about all the attention she receives about it too. Which
Oh
is-
yeah,
yeah, interesting.
it's a great moment.
Matt, you cannot avoid this question.
I would guess it's I guess you can see how much there was a moment in the film where as she's getting taken away as she's getting taken away and being put into custody, she literally just instead of talking about I didn't do it or anything, unlike any other person would do, she legit just had a time to literally tell her kids, how you're doing, hope you're doing well, hope you ace that test, and just get taken away to custody instead of just literally just crying about oh well. She literally still looks after her kids. So I guess that's a oh wow moment. Like wow, she actually she may be a psychopath, but she still cares about her kids. So there we go.
Okay, I dig it.
Yeah, I try, and that took.
Weren't
That's
her
a
kids
lot for me to-
terrified of her at that point?
Yes. Yes. Very
Yes.
much so.
Yes.
Also, I would have gone with
insane.
the oh wow moment was when she was eliciting certain services from the witness who couldn't talk because she was opening and closing her lips.
Yeah, going. What movie?
Serial Mom.
No, not that movie. The movie that you would say to. Never mind.
What, Basic Instinct?
Yes, basically.
Yes.
Yes.
She just took it a few steps further. That's a definite oh wow moment, but we'll go with Max.
I hear the master of ceremonies has a question.
Yes. I want you both to get into the mindset of your characters for a moment. Okay? Are you there?
I don't don't think I can. I'll try.
In what spectacular way would your character take out your opponent's character and get away with it?
Oh, so you're trying to say she's attempting to
We're Freddy versus Jason in it.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and go first. Simple. She will find a way.
Wait, hold on. I said spectacular.
Oh, spectacular. So.
And get away with it.
Don't worry. So I would feel like she would literally. Now we know she's a psychopath. I feel like what she would do is literally try to find out what Honey does every day, and find out where she walks, what she do, what she does every day, and she would literally find out what she does that day. Now let's just say Honey just all of a sudden just walks, and she takes the same walk every day. So what she does is she gets into her car and she finds a way. She finds a Pacific street where she can go with Pacific speed. Let's just say she can go 45 on the street. And she legit get in her car and run her down full speed, and runs her, and then her body just go flying over the daggone well. And then she just literally just goes back and say, oh my god, I think did I hit somebody? And then she just goes in reverse and runs her over again. And then she literally sees her body. She's like, oh, help. There we go.
Okay. Dot. Also, I'm gonna have a follow-up question to this depending on what Scott says.
Damn it.
Okay. I'm toying with two ideas. She takes an already aflame Cecil B. Demented and rolls him at her, eliminating all evidence that she touched the wheelchair to begin with. Or two, she gets some of Adrian Grenay, his drugs, and then pins it on him.
Okay.
It's more believable.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, so here's the follow-up question to that. Do you think your respective characters would fall for that? Like, do you think that would actually take them out?
Like, do I think Max would take my character out? Like what he said would take Honey out?
Yes.
I can answer. I don't think that it would. I don't think that Honey would have a regular routine at the point where she's at in the story. I think that her regular routine would be just eliminated. She's now an anarchist film terrorist.
Okay. Look, you gave me a reason. As far as her, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, we're talking about an expert killer here. She's seen certain things, and she probably can avoid that little hair, that little fire thing. And the other thing, like I said, Beverly's smart. She's not a dumbass, so I think she can avoid this. I'm just gonna be honest. No, but just being honest. If we're being honest, no, Beverly's not dumb.
I'm tempted to ask another follow-up question to that, but what do you think would take them out?
Who do I think would take the person out?
What do you think? Well, take out your character, basically.
My character?
Yes.
Let's be honest. If Honey, let me know what to do with. Honey would literally have to craft I would think, in all honesty, Honey is crazy enough to do it, but I don't think I don't know if Honey gives a fuck. So I would think she would literally, if she she already set herself hair on fire, so we obviously know she don't give a fuck. I think she would literally try to do the most elaborate, crazy thing to get Beverly to kill her and act it all the way out and make sure that Beverly do not get away with that shit. She would literally goat her into killing her in public, and she would do it, and into a point where she would get all the fame in death, and she would be immortalized forever. I think Honey would be that type of person. I think she would literally sacrifice herself to not only get Beverly canned, but also to literally make herself famous in death. So I think that would be more realistic. Based on what I'm saying, electric chair. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think there'd be an easy way to get Honey Whitlock killed, honestly. You just send the cops after her.
That's bullshit though, because that would mean Beverly had to call the cops.
The cops killed half of the Cecil B. Demented's crew.
Fair.
She's lucky that she didn't get killed already.
Also, Beverly is intimately familiar with how cops work.
Yes.
Yes. Fair.
And also, if she wasn't, she was not afraid to take it there.
Fair.
Yeah, she's got total Karen energy.
That wasn't in your argument.
It is now.
Fuck.
All right. Oh. Yeah, I think we can go to the voting portion because, gosh, love both of these characters. And I'm going to go first. But honestly, I'm still going to go with Beverly just because I don't think she's a psychopath more than she's a sociopath. But I just love that idea that her kills were not random. They were very much related to her in some way, even if it was like a very microscopic reason or petty reason. But her kills make me laugh. The fact that she beat somebody with a chicken leg while the sun will come out tomorrow was playing is hilarious to me. Because the lady was eating chicken or quail or something in a scene prior.
She literally beat a juror to death because she was wearing white.
Oh, shout out to Suzanne Summers.
Yeah, Suzanne.
She was also in the movie. R.I.P. Suzanne Summers.
Yeah.
Why did she beat it? Why? Because why?
She had white shoes.
Yeah, she did that whole. She was wearing white after Labor Day, and that was a no-no to Beverly.
Yeah,
Can't do that.
Beat her over the head with the phone.
Like seriously, the reasons why she would kill, some of them were just outright she felt disrespected, but a lot of them were she was just so petty about the littlest things, and that set her off. And I love that about her. So I'm going with that. Zach.
I think these are very bizarre characters to compare because the meta commentary on both films is entirely different. They're related, but very different. The entire point of Serial Mom is in the end that basically we overemphasize and look too far into these killers and then let them get away with it in the end.
Right.
So,
especially when they're white.
Yeah, obviously. But you get what I'm saying. But she's also not really a character. She's more just a force of nature. She did she sees something and does something. It's all instinct. It really doesn't feel like a person or planned or that thought out. She just does.
Yeah.
Where you get like all the emotions when we're talking Honey. She goes through, being jaded to being accepted to basically being indoctrinated into a cult you go run the gamut, and at the end she finds joy in being like all the attention. So both of them are about attention, but one is actually is more interesting to me. I'm going to go with Cecil B. Demented because that has way way better rounded character.
Oh,
know?
yeah, that's more character development than Beverly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Serial Mom, she's just a slasher villain at the end of the day.
Yeah. If you want to say that, I understand that.
You know? Not saying I dislike either of these movies.
Yeah. No, I get that vibe from you.
I like both.
You didn't hate it. Yeah.
No, not at all. No, I was going to mention L7 is actually in Serial Mom. As the Camel Lips.
Oh, right. I forgot about that band.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
special.
awesome.
First of all, I wish this was just a discussion this round between Zach and Mist, because they had more to say that swayed me one way or the other than. Anyways,
Oh yeah, I think Zach and I could have fought this one better.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wish
yeah.
I wish
I think we've
Matthew had
thought
brought,
about these movies a lot.
like I wish that the shoes and the chicken leg had gotten brought up in the conversation.
Yeah.
Like I learned more after the fact than I did during the fight, and I have to judge based on the fight. So I'm gonna go with Scott. I think I learned more about the character, and also it sounded like more of a protagonist. There was more
Fair,
think
that's
about.
fair. That's fair. I couldn't argue the fact that, damn it, she is a slasher film villain, and I was like, damn it.
There was more development. There was more
Well,
character that I learned about from Scott than I learned about with.
That's fair.
From
I had a
from
tough
you,
time
Mac.
art. I had an
Too bad.
I had an uphill battle because when Zach said, well, is she really a protagonist? I was like, damn it, you're right, she's not. And I just literally was like, I gotta argue why she's good. It was tough.
It was
Well,
tough.
She
was a
could
tough
have
one.
been. Like, if you spun it a little differently, you could have actually beat
I
us for
could have,
picking
but
that one.
I just ran out. I was about to get there. I just ran out of time. I was like, I can spend this, and I was like, I can't. I ran out of time.
And also, Stachio, she killed like 8 or 9 people in this movie.
Oh yeah, she's
Oh, I didn't know about the chicken bone. I didn't know about the juror.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't know.
literally creeps into this. She's already annoyed with this lady, but it was something about this particular chicken. I think it's because she says something like, you shouldn't eat chickens. Like, what about their lives or something like that. That's the context, but yeah, she sees
Wasn't
this
she have
lady.
a thing about
from-
birds?
Yes, that's what it was.
See, like
But-
from the conversation, I thought the whole movie was about that one car scene that someone got ran over. I
There's
was
a-
like, oh, so there's like one.
She
no,
had
the
thing
word
that
way
happened.
serial
better.
is very
Yeah.
intentional.
Yeah, I figured after the fact. I was like,
She
oh,
actually kills her daughter's boyfriend for cheating on her, if I recall.
oh, well, as
Yes.
it should be.
You know, it looks like Kathy Bates was actually in running for the role of Beverly. I think
Which
that
would
be
also
interesting.
make sense.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd
she
be
could have
great.
played that role too.
She could have.
Yeah.
That's like Catherine Turner did a good job. I'm just like,
Oh no, that's like. Well, it's interesting because Ebert apparently hated her performance.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
yeah.
He says it wasn't campy enough.
I guess I could see where he's coming from. I guess it could be, but I think it had the right amount to not necessarily overshadow the message.
Yeah, I think Ebert doesn't understand that undermining the humor is kind of the point.
Because she plays it, Beverly / Kathleen Turner plays it straight the whole time. Like,
She's
but
not
she
like a,
knows she's doing wrong, but she kind of doesn't care, and she's like going on about her day. She literally just killed somebody, and the next thing she's making dinner for her family. Like, nothing happened.
Dinner's got to get made. There's hungry kids.
I think the best character actually is probably her husband, because her husband kind of figures it out. But every time he's about to confront her, or there's one scene where he's about to say something and they have very loud sex. Very, very loud sex, and never brought up again. So Scott wins that one. So
That brings our score to 2-1. Mac's got to win this round to tie it up. Otherwise, something happens.
It's all right.
But this one is also kind of an interesting question as well. And Stachio, you can potentially end it for us.
Ended.
with this question.
Oh. Do you want me to read it?
Yes.
All right. Which John Waters movie would you suggest to someone who's never seen a John Waters movie, like
And that question,
myself?
exactly. That question was actually for you.
Oh, sell me. Sell me something good.
So,
All right. How much time are we giving them, Miss?
No, we got it. Didn't we present our answers?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Got excited.
you got 1 minute to present your questions or your answers. Who starts this one? Is it Scott? Next, yes, Scott. Yes. Scott, you go first.
I went with Crybaby.
And Mac.
Oh, hairspray. Hairspray.
And he's talking about the 1998 version.
Yes, 1988 version.
Yes. That is the John Waters version, even though John Waters does appear in the 2007 version.
Yeah, that wasn't him. That was somebody else. He appears, but he made hairspray.
This is not the one that has Amanda Bynes and Nikki Blonsky and John Travolta.
Zac Efron.
Queen Latifah, James Marsden. Not that movie. All right. So because this is a question that is trying to sell Mustachio more than Zach and myself, we're going to give you 2 minutes to present your answers.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right. I have a 2-minute timer ready. Whenever you are, Miss, and the fighters, and the
Ready, Scott?
judges, and the me.
Ready, Scott?
Yeah.
All right, go.
Okay, Crybaby is it's a fun throwback style musical. It's got the right level of weirdness for like an entry point for John Waters. It's just a little bit more twisted than Hairspray, and it also doesn't have like the baggage of like having a message. it's a pretty like easygoing movie. You can kind of like it's not something that you have to like really super engage with. It's like it's basically Grease but like with white trash aspects about it. It's got some really fun songs in it. It's got a problematic star for the lead. It's got it's got a bunch of other recognizable faces. Willem Dafoe pops in as like a cop or a prison guard for a couple scenes. Ricky Lake, who's a John Waters regular, is in it as as I think Johnny Depp's sister in it. Patty Hearst is in it, obviously. Hatchet Face, who I mentioned earlier, she's like her whole character is that her face looks weird, and it's like it's a perfect entryway into all the other weird looking stuff that you see in the weirdest John Waters movies. It's just like that perfect little bridge that you can go, oh, I've seen Crybaby, so now like going into like Polyester won't be such a crazy jarring experience, whereas like Hairspray, you might be expecting something different from John Waters. Crybaby gives you the proper expectations for the director's filmography going forward, and it also is just like very entertaining and kind of mainstream. It even became a Broadway musical.
All right, and that's time. Wow, it became a Broadway musical.
Oh yeah,
I think so. I mean,
Wow.
was it
No,
Broadway or
no, it was Broadway. I was just looking up. I'd never heard of it, and it won a Tony Award, or not Tony Award, Drama Desk Award. So yeah,
yeah,
no,
it was after Hairspray, but
yes.
Okay. Good use of time. All right, 2 minutes are back on the clock.
Ready, Matt?
I'm ready.
Go.
All right. The reason why I picked Hairspray, it's a literally easy digestible film if you're not into John Waters. There's plenty of John Waters films to start off with. This is the easiest to literally palate, and that's what Hairspray is. Hairspray is a simple film about a overweight woman, overweight student played by Ricky Lake, and she literally danced, and she literally got the blues. She danced her ass off, literally in the film, and it's literally like taking a lot of things. You know, it has Divine as her mother, who is also in playing Flamingos, but she actually gives a good performance in this film. But this film is very, very instrumental in Jhon Waters. It felt it, and I'll tell you, I understand that, and I know what my friends is gonna say. This doesn't feel really Jhon Watersy, and I understand his thing about it. But with this film, it's about getting somebody new into the film, and this is a film that you can watch, you can literally dance to, you can groove to. The soundtrack is amazing. This also was turned into a musical on Broadway. It is. Everybody does Hairspray. They do they do this in schools. They do this. There's people that literally do stuff. Hairspray is a film that I recommend to everybody because it's a film that I do not want to share a lot of, because if I share a lot of it, I literally don't want you to miss it, because it's a good film to watch. And it's a good, wholesome film. You can watch with not only yourself, you can watch with your friend, your family. You know, it's something that I actually would watch. I probably wouldn't let your kids watch it because, but that's all I gotta say.
Oh, wow. Both of you. This was the best round yet for time. Right on the money.
Finally
Oh,
figuring it out.
before we go into the next round, so how are you feeling about both of these answers so far, Pistachio?
Pretty good so far. I have reason to believe both of them, so I'm looking forward to this battle, because I haven't made up my mind. I've taken notes on both of you though, because I'm studious that way.
All right, well, keep your notes going. Put 5 minutes on the clock.
5 minutes is up. Whenever you're ready, call it.
Guys, tell us why Mustachio should watch your film over the other person's, and go.
Okay, Mac, I think you lost the second you said that they perform it in schools, because Jhon Waters is the self-monikered king of filth. So it's the least Jhon Waters of all the Jhon Waters movies. It's the one that you could perform in a school.
You're gonna argue that stuff. You're gonna say the king.
Imagine performing any of his other movies in school.
There's a lot of
anything
people
else in
that.
school.
I mean, there's a lot of things. People plays Mozart, but Mozart was a dirty person himself. There's a lot of
music.
There's a lot of artists that were dirty, but and I know Zach can affect it, but I'm just purping this. There's a lot of people that are like.
But Hairspray is like the one that would be like acceptable in a school at this day, in this day and age. Like it's like the one that like teenagers could perform, and it's like that's not something you can say about anything else Jhon Waters has ever touched.
Jhon Waters is literally there's so many films that you could go with Jhon Waters before you just go, because there's like boop boop boop, and you literally going all the way into the deep end of the pool. That's Jhon Waters. You want to start.
Yeah, he made a movie called Mondo Trasho. Like that's his vibe. Like, you can't show somebody Hairspray and then be like, and then watch fucking Pink Flamingos.
No, you don't do that. Like, I literally will say Hairspray, and then I say Hairspray, and then Cry Baby. And then after that, you deliberate. If you want to go down there, into the.
Yeah, but I say why even bother with Hairspray when you got Cry Baby right there, which has a lot of similar tendencies as Hairspray, but it also has that level of weirdness.
And just better than Cry Baby.
I'll give you that. Hairspray is definitely a more iconic story.
It's more iconic, and
for the reason that it is the most mainstream Jhon Waters story. It's the one that most people have seen.
It's the most original Jhon Waters story. I feel like Cry Baby, as I said in the beginning, is sort of like
original.
It still has. It's still like Cry
Baby. It's more original than Cry Baby, and but it's not the most original.
Cry Baby is literally just
look at Pink Flamingos has an insane story.
If you want to see Cry Baby, and you want to see a Grease sort of film Crybaby it is. Crybaby is almost like Grease.
Exactly. You're already going in with like a level of context based on like outside sources. So you're like going in, you're like, oh, I know Grease. This is like a weird twisted guy's vision of Grease.
And you're right.
Exactly.
And
so
racism.
and that gives you an idea of him as a filmmaker.
Yeah,
That lets you know like what kind of
and it gives
filmmaker
you an
he
idea.
is.
But with Hairspray, it's the same way. You know, it's the same way. You get
Not
an
really.
idea,
There's nothing.
rough
There's nothing
idea.
like really weird. Divine is
Well,
in
that's
it,
the thing.
but like
if
that's
you're going into it and you're trying to get a gauge on
Divine's
the
most
we're not
normal
trying
role.
to say we're not trying to scare the person away, Scott. We're trying to.
I don't think Crybaby scare. I think Crybaby has that right level of weird that wouldn't
away.
scare
We're talking
somebody
about
away.
somebody that gets a tear tattoo. Come on, Scott.
Yeah, so what? That happens in fucking the crime story. People watch Jaws.
I'm just saying, it's just my film feels like it's more digestible. It's something that I'm just trying to get you in the door. That's all I'm trying to do. You know, you can get them in the door. Like Crybaby can be good at times, but it does linger a little bit. It does kind of like, but Hairspray is
Crybaby's not even 90 minutes long. How does it linger?
I know
it's such an in and out
There's
movie.
There's some times where I watch
meets the girl
Crybaby
in the first scene, and by the end of it, they're in love. And outside of a prison,
there's some stuff.
He goes to prison. He comes out.
I just like
it's about two teenagers in love. The Hairspray's got like there's so much more like
Hairspray. Like I said, Hairspray is more about it's literally about one person, not about love. It's about a person is literally trying to show that look, it doesn't matter what size you are. It's literally about that's what it's about. So don't matter about what size you are. You can dance.
I know you're trying to like save what the movie is actually about, but that's not really what the movie is about.
Good.
I know, but like it's also
so
disingenuous.
Look, as a fat person, I appreciate Hairspray.
That is an aspect of the movie, and it is good. But there's also like there is a lot more baggage to Hairspray than to something like Crybaby, because Crybaby it's like you said about Hairspray, it's easily digestible, but it's more easily digestible in that you don't have like the message of it.
You talked about you didn't talk yeah, there's a lot of your film that's literally just like, okay, yeah, here's Crybaby, here's the drapes. Well, okay, cool. And then you're just going into a love story. It's just you're more interested
it's a musical. It's a musical love story.
That is 5 minutes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's oddly appropriate.
Actually, yeah, it really is appropriate for Scott's movie.
Yeah.
And his problematic leading man.
Yes.
I was about to say that, but I kept my mouth shut. That's not fair.
I brought it up. I'm not hiding from it. I understand.
Also, he wasn't problematic at the time.
Well, I would have to look it up. He might have been. We don't remember anymore.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
He's not directly, concretely problematic.
I just want to say for the record, if you bring up anything that he did that he was wrong, I didn't bring that up. Just letting you know.
You're right.
I want that to be fair.
But Scott did. He did admit it. So you could have.
Damn it! I just try to be fair.
Can I just ask you, Mick, why are we dancing around what Hairspray is about?
Yes.
Exactly. I don't know. Yeah.
Like, there are words.
I already said it. I said it earlier.
Yeah. I mean, like
yeah,
the words race riot are involved in this movie.
I know.
Zach, you are correct in what
I did say earlier it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
I know. That's the reason I kept my mouth shut about it.
Yeah, you're trying to downplay the Jhon Waters-ness of it. To be honest.
All right. So Dashio, this is your question, or this question is for you. But do you have any questions for them?
Yeah, so whoever you recommended this movie to came back to you and said, I liked that movie. What should I watch next?
Damn you!
No, but really, like, okay.
No, it's a great question.
You've introduced me.
No,
you've introduced me.
This is the same line of thinking I had.
And remember, you're not really selling it to Zach and myself. You're selling this one to Mustachio because Zach and I, we go balls deep.
Yeah, we're
We're already there. We were already watching Pink Flamingos. So
I've seen a flamingo once.
Yeah, but you didn't see this.
Yeah.
If you see that pink flamingo, you will see Alvin really differently in those movies. Yep. All right, Scott, you go first.
I'm gonna go with Serial Mom.
Fuck you.
Serial Mom also has a level of like weirdness to it. It's definitely weirder than Crybaby, but it also like it's a story that you can understand. Like you've seen serial killer slasher stories before, but this one has a very clear like John Waters style.
Okay. All right, fine then. All right, fine then. Go fuck you. All right then. You know what? Fuck it. This will be demented. I feel like if you're going from there, you're ready to go down that rank. And since being demented is literally like with Hairspray, you can get the John Waters. I mean, there's some things in in that film that is literally like there's like I said, race wars, right? There is in that film. But if you go to the next film and since it'll be demented, you're going into the next film with a little bit more of an open mind of what you're getting into. You know what you're getting into. Okay, I know what I'm getting into, but you go a little bit, since being demented, you go a little bit deeper into it. That's the point. You want to gradually get them into the water. You don't want to let them sink. And since being in it, we'll get them in the water, but they won't drown. That's all I'm trying to do. So, since being demented will be my next film. Fuck you, Scott.
Also, Hi Owl and Train. Who Owl says, "I hope Mac loses," and Train says, "I can't hear Mac at all."
No.
Where they're at. Okay, whatever, Owl. I hope. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Do you have another question for them? Because I have a question.
Go for it.
All right. So let's look at it from the opposite end. Let's say Mustachio came to you and said, "I like this movie. I want to watch Pink Flamingos." Would you recommend she do that from the movie you recommended?
Scott, you're first.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I feel like if you have no understanding of John Waters, you maybe should build up to Pink Flamingos, even though it is one of his earliest movies.
Yeah. I think me and Scott in agreement said no. Pink Flamingos is literally like you. If I go from there to Pink Flamingos, you're drowning. You gotta like gradually swim. If I literally give you Pink Flamingos, I'm like, man, what the fuck did I get into? No.
Yeah, if you got Crybaby on this end, you got like Pink Flamingos and then Hairspray.
Yeah.
Hairspray is a good like palate cleanser.
Yeah. You don't want to go with Pink Flamingos right away. You need to go 4 movies in before you get to Pink Flamingos. 4 movies.
At least.
All right. Is there a movie
or just start with it?
There you go. And then just
Okay,
go. If you want to put that, start with it, then go to Hairspray.
How many films in do you have to be before you recommend a Dirty Shame?
Yes.
Oh my god. I think that's
from
like
the
if
start
you've
of
watched his
your movie.
filmography, then watch Dirty Shame also.
Yes. I agree.
Also, Matt, stay closer to your mic, apparently.
Okay, well, here.
Yeah, so from the movie that you recommended to Mustachio, how many movies in do you think she would be acclimated to the John Waters universe, reaching what was the movie? Dirty Shame?
Yeah, Dirty Shame.
Yeah, Dirty Shame.
Dirty Shame is probably last. I mean, with the Hairspray buffer, just because you're gonna need it. Dirty Shame's a lot. I watched it last night. It's a lot of movie.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you're so up on what it's like. Okay, this explains a lot.
Yeah. it's a fucking crazy movie.
So question, you're asking me this question? How many movies?
Like, put a number on it.
Oh fuck. I hate the fact that I gotta agree with Scott. Yeah, Dirty Shames a lot. I also watched it to get me some reference on this, and I was like, "Ooh, what the fuck?" Ooh, it's
Great
a lot.
soundtrack.
Yeah, nice soundtrack, but like, I remember I watched it and I was like, "Okay, this cover looks interesting. Let's watch it." Damn. Exactly what I expect from a Jhon Waters film. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so in Pistachio says, F you both, I'm gonna watch Dirty Shame, and the next day she comes back and she's traumatized.
Just a
What?
1,000-mile stare.
What movie would you recommend she go back to gain her sanity?
So this is.
Does it have to be a Jhon Waters movie?
Does it have to be a Jhon Waters?
Yes, yes, we're
How
sticking with
fuck
Jhon Waters.
that? Oh my god, really? Okay, fine then. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with it. Okay. So I would. So she can literally get herself back to normal. And this is the way I see it. We would have to literally sit her down, calm her down a little bit. I would calm her down, sit down, and tell her everything is going to be all right. Just sit
But
down.
is it?
And
really?
and here's the thing. I would try to get her, like, I would literally say, let's drink for a little bit, get some wine, okay? And I would put on Pink Flamingos and say, we have got to watch this so you can get that out your mind. Boom. Like, you literally got to watch Pink Flamingos. You got to go all the way to the deep end. And you can't get out the darkness before you go back into the darkness. You got to watch Pink Flamingos. So I'm going there.
Wow, interesting.
I'm gonna take the opposite approach. I'm just gonna leave you in the room with a DVD of Pecker. And I'm just gonna let you watch Pecker.
Thinking, I'll be honest.
That's worse. You could Scott, why don't you just say, hey, let's go with Clockwork Orange and just literally sit in the movie theater and literally
Clockwork Orange isn't a Jhon Waters movie. If Jhon Waters made a Clockwork Orange, then maybe I would.
Yeah, I would have picked that too. Yeah, Clockwork Orange.
Hey, Pecker's not torturous. It's just kind of boring
and weird,
and a little weird, but not too weird.
That's what I'm getting at all these movies. A little weird.
Yeah, he's the king of filth for a reason.
That is true. That is true.
Right, he's one of the few people you can have hyped up to you, and then you see it, and you're like, "Oh, they were not kidding." No, there was no like over exaggeration with the weirdness.
No. In fact, honestly, my first Jhon Waters movie was Serial Mom as a child. Now, I've seen a lot worse from him from that point, but at the time, it's like I was not ready for that because that's 90s. You think it's going to be some hokey schlock. Didn't know
Matthew
who Jhon Waters
Lillard
was.
is in it.
Right. Like,
yeah.
I was not prepared for it. In fact, I saw it at my aunt's house, and even she, who is fine with, that kind of stuff, she had a room full of 8-year-olds, and she's like, "Uh-oh, what did I do?"
No, some sad shit. I was gentle. I didn't just put a DVD in there and just let you watch this shit.
I was taking the opposite approach. It was
I got a little bit of wine. I got told everything was okay. And then I have to watch the rest of the movies.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then you made her watch Pink Flamingos. I was like,
I'm here with you.
My stress vein is popping out.
And this is why this episode was started with. If you don't know who Jhon Waters is, you're not ready.
No.
If anybody mentions the name Jhon Waters and the next question out your mouth is who, Just stop there.
I can see his
The
face in my
nice
head
man from
so
the Simpsons
vividly.
episode.
Yes, yes. Well, yes, the nice man from the Simpsons show in that one episode.
The nice man from the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie.
Yeah, he was the guy with the pencil
The nice
porn
man.
stash.
The nice man with the stash.
But let's be honest, if you look
Well, I mean,
at him,
he's
he
been in
kinda looks
children's
like,
television now, so
well, yeah. But if you do look at him, you do kind of somewhere at the back of your mind think, has he been in a porn before? It's the mustache.
well, that's it. There's the song he did, "Lonely Island," the Creep.
He did. Oh.
Yeah, it's exactly what you think it is.
Mustachio, now that you have been properly desensitized and probably have lost your mind, do you have any further questions?
No, but I got a lot to say.
All right, let's go with that.
Wow. Wait, are we voting? Is this the
Mhm.
voting period?
Yes, you have the floor on this one
I
because
have the
Zach and
floor.
we're pretty much like, okay.
So many things. I like musicals. I like weird things. Trashy Grease is something I could get behind. So, like, at first I was like, I love trashy TV. I could get behind this. But, and also the name Hatchet Face just makes me laugh. So I got a kick out of that. I think it's a great nickname for a bully to give someone. Not super jarring and weird. I loved that it got made into a Broadway musical. This is all on Crybaby. Okay. I was first of all, you compared Mozart to Jhon Waters at one point, Mac, which is hilarious.
I said that can be fact checked, but I thought somebody.
I mean, did you see Amadeus?
Yeah.
That's not as far off as we'd like to believe.
Nah. Amadeus, he was, yeah.
But also a good movie.
We had to watch it in music class, Amadeus. I'm pretty sure. We would. Anyways, okay. The argument is what decided this for me because, yeah, it sounds like, Mac, your argument was that you want to desensitize. It sounds like you want to desensitize people to Jhon Waters when really I need an introduction to Jhon Waters. If I'm like, hey, I just watched Hairspray. Can you, what should I watch next? Anything I watch is going to be so far off Hairspray that I'm going to be like, what the? And I know the point is to get me in the door, but I've walked one foot in the door of so many establishments and just turned around and walked right out, which I think I'm going to do if I watch Hairspray. I'm going to take one step in and go, nope, and walk out. But if I know that it's going to be weird and a little weirder every time, and I know that right away, then I might be more inclined to be like, okay, I can get into this, or into it more, I guess, more readily prepared mentally. So I am going to go with Scott on this one.
Fair.
Zach?
I have much the same thought process. You need the booze to taste like booze sometimes, you know?
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
It can't all be sweet. Because otherwise, once you start drinking for real, it will fuck you up. And you won't know what you were doing, you know?
Yeah, fair.
It's like, it's... Also, I'd say he reminds me of Lynch in his catalog, where you like have to find a medium film to start with.
Blue Velvet.
Yeah, see, that's a good one to start with Lynch. You do not start with Eraserhead.
Hell no.
that is his Pink Flamingo.
Nah, Blue Velvet is the right amount of craziness and interesting, and it can literally get you in the door. You know what you're dealing with.
And recognizable, I think is key.
Yeah.
So,
and Dennis Hopper literally acting like a villain is awesome.
Oh, that is a great film.
It's the weirdest part of the movie, also the best.
Don't you look at me! Don't you look at me!
Yeah. I did want to read this just because that just from the wiki, Prudy and Patty, who imprison her in her bedroom, hire quack psychiatrist Dr. Freglinton to brainwash her into dating white boys. That is a phrase I just read from the Hairspray wiki.
I know.
I don't know why you didn't lean into that stuff more, man.
I was trying not to. I was trying to sell.
I just saw
the best
Nastasia
stuff.
go on. This is interesting. What's happening?
Hairspray is great.
Oh, yeah.
Hairspray is great.
But yeah, but I understand. I need booze to be taste like booze, and I understand that. So I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Well-
stated.
Not that my answer matters, but I also have a lot to say because, yes, I'm going with Scott.
Because
But
you're a
this-
big fan. You're a big fan.
This is actually why I'm going with Scott. And again, Mac, I know what you were trying to do. You were trying to sell.
Yeah.
I feel like you're trying to sell it to your parents, not your friends.
Yeah.
Then I just don't care.
You weren't selling Jhon Waters. You were selling a Jhon Waters property.
Exactly.
Because yes, Hairspray is recognizable. It is bigger than Crybaby. It is more recognizable than Crybaby. But that Scott said it. It is the least Jhon Waters thing that he is probably ever
And I
done.
said that in my argument. I said,
Yeah.
I know what you're gonna say. It's the least Jhon Waters thing, and I said that in my argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did say that. I admitted to that.
Now,
I'm-
if you would have gone into those other aspects that you were avoiding for whatever reason,
I don't look. I told you from the get go. I didn't want to do this, miss. You forced me to do this, so don't argue this crap.
but either way, this isn't a debate. So you
Don't
could have,
watch Jhon Waters that much.
It's also,
But that-
it's also a 35-year-old movie.
Yeah,
I think it's okay to
you forced us to do. You really was like forcing our hand to do this. I'm just being honest.
but that's not the point. The point is, this is a debate show. You could have gone there.
I didn't
Whether I
wanna
forced
go
you or
there.
not.
You're like, Miss, let me be honest. You're seeing them. I don't care, Mac. And I'm going to be honest. I did not prep or did anything to prep on this. I got nothing. Everything I did
Well,
was
yeah,
for bullshit.
duh, that's clear.
Yeah, I did
I,
not
I'm just
prep or
saying, just
anything for
based on
this,
the
unlike my other
question, it's like
fights.
whether I cared or not, it's like I would have still answered the question,
It's-
which I
yeah,
would have
it's-
gone there for Jhon Waters.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Scott can literally look at me and knows like Matt did not do anything to purpose this fight. He did not come
But
at
we
me
all
at all
can
with
see
anything.
that.
I and Scott knows this. He's seen me go
Matt,
all the way.
it's not that you are being, shaded here. It's
No, I don't
transparent.
care.
I know. I'm not trying to attack you. Listen, I'm saying, yeah,
Listen.
I know
Listen.
that. I'm just saying how I feel about the answer. That's all. I
Okay.
know you
Um,
didn't care.
My mom used to do this thing where she would have to read the books that we wanted to read before we read them to make sure that they were like child friendly and appropriate. And I feel like Hairspray is something I would show to my mom if I wanted to get away with doing bad things.
And
like-
that would be the wrong thing
I would
based
be
on
like-
what Max said.
I would be like, it's Hairspray, Mom. It's the same guy who does Hairspray. And she'd be like, oh, that one I read? Okay, you can go to that movie, Pink Flamingos. It sounds like a nice bird documentary.
But
Anyway.
Congratulations, Scott. You won.
woo,
Yeah,
yay!
Yeah,
Nice for
yeah.
Scott.
Like I said, Scott. Let's be honest. Be honest. Do you think you got Mac at 100%?
No.
But we all know
Rematch.
that.
Rematch.
Seriously, this
I
needs
wanna-
to be
I
a
want to see
rematch.
Mist and Zach fight. I want to
Yeah,
see
that's
that
the
fight.
one
Ooh,
I
I would
she
like to
wanted
see
to
this
host.
exact fight.
Yeah.
She wanted to host. They particularly
There's
wanted
something
me to
powerful.
fight.
Wait, 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 wait,
They
wait,
were-
wait, wait, wait,
No, 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 no.
There's
no,
something
I-
sexy and powerful about a host.
No,
But here's the
this
thing,
wanted me-
I agreed to it. You asked and I agree. So it's not like I sat there and was like, you better make me host. I'm like,
No,
yeah,
okay,
I'll
hold
do
on
it.
now. Oh, I'm not talking about hosting, but you wanted me to fight this. I said,
I know that.
and I said, I don't want to because I don't.
I
care.
know that. And I also said last episode, the fact that you fought it so hard is why I kept pushing it so hard. You could have said sure, and I would have been like, well, that's no fun. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. So now we finally did this, people. We're not doing it again.
If we rematch, we'll do it on a David Lynch fight.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Something I know and I love.
But I do have a question for you.
But
Zach.
you have to
Why do-
explain why Dune was the way it was.
Oh, that's easy.
Just that.
It
Why
needs
was
no
it the way it
explanation.
was?
It needs no explanation.
Zach, why
Well,
do you not like
the
John
flying
Waters?
fat man was terrible.
Zach,
What?
answer my question.
What?
Why do you not like John Waters?
It's not the fact I don't like Jhon Waters. It's just certain films just don't intrigue me as much as any other. He's more of a he's more of a. I'm not into anything that he does. You know, I mean, I watched Pink Flamingos. I was like, wow, this is a film.
Oh no, it's horrible. That's fine. You can
Yeah.
say it.
Yeah. It's just. I'm not interested in him. He don't catch my eye. I respect his craft, but he's
Okay.
just not a director that I'm like, okay.
The craft
Yeah.
of crap.
And honestly, John Waters is not my favorite person either. I
didn't say
again,
person. I love Jhon Waters. as
No,
a
I meant
person.
like producer or whatever.
Yeah. Like as a person, he's a cool guy. But to me, as a director, I'm like, he all right. Like and I'm weird because my favorite director of all time is Mel Brooks, and everybody look at me like, "What? You could have chose anybody?" Yeah, my favorite director of all time is Mel Brooks.
Well, you'd probably say Mel Brooks or Kubrick, probably.
Kubrick is number 2, but Mel Brooks is number 1. Like if you literally let me interview Mel Brooks,
Wait a
I would
minute.
go
So
crazy.
if you took Kubrick and Mel Brooks, made them have a baby, wouldn't that be John Waters?
Pretty much.
Pretty much a little bit. You did that
With the mustache.
That you cannot cross the streams.
No. No, I mean, to me, if you were literally to tell me, if literally somebody would tell me Mel Brooks was in the building and I could interview him for free, I literally would like run to there just to meet him because I'll be in all like, it's John Lynch. It's Mel Brooks. It's Mel Brooks. It's Mel Brooks. Oh shit. He'd be asking me questions. And I told him the truth. I was like, I love Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles is my favorite. I love you. I
feel like he gets asked really awkward questions about Blazing Saddles.
Yes.
No. I would literally ask him. I literally would tell him my favorite film from him. Actually, I love Blazing Saddles, but my favorite film from him is High Anxiety. I love High Anxiety. It's my favorite one. It's the perfect film. It's a film that he did that nobody talks about, but it's a film that he does that it's the little thing.
Well, it's a parody of a thing that's not really a thing anymore. You know?
It is.
Hitchcock
But
movies?
he was the king of it. He took care of the film. He took care of the horror. Like he could have just sat there and shat on Hitchcock. He literally took care. I mean, everything he did, like Psycho, he could just did the same thing, but instead he got the lobby boy literally just stabbing him with the daggone newspaper. That's cold. That's comedy gold. Like that lobby boy gets no tip. Perfect. Like even Scott sitting there laughing like that was funny.
It's every time you bring this up, I'm always like surprised because like I've only seen that movie once, and it obviously didn't have the same effect on me as it did on you. But I got to rewatch it.
You got to. It's fun. There's so many funny things. The Conqueror Spaniard, yeah. The Conqueror, yeah. Like Harvey. Like literally, it has Cloris Leachman literally just being a BDSM.
You know, we were saying Blue Velvet. I just thought, would Elephant Man actually be a better intro movie for Lynch?
I don't think it's Lynchy
Oh my
enough. I think it's similar to Hairspray.
Okay, but it's a really good period piece, so it's really
It is.
It's great, yeah.
It's great, yeah. I mean, if you were gonna tell me, like, I would
that
say
is probably his most commercially acceptable thing.
if you're gonna say Elephant Man, then I would literally argue that his Twin Peaks.
Nobody huffs any gas.
Mhm.
You gotta have that. You gotta have
have that gas,
little
yeah.
bit of weirdness.
Yeah, like he literally just like there's no greater line than him literally saying, "What do you drink?" He said, "What? Ribbons, ribbon."
It needs a Lynch movie needs to have like a weird, surreal feeling to it.
And Dennis,
And I don't-
I
Hopper
heard
was-
somebody compare "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" to it recently, and I think that's
To
actually
what?
to
Don't hug me, I'm scared.
to David Lynch films, and I think that's a really good comparison.
Really?
It is.
Yeah.
I loved Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Oh, did
I
you know
have
what- did you see
gone
the new series?
well into there's a new series?
Yeah, TV show.
No, I did not. That is incredible. I have to check this out. I've done all of the Easter egg hunting and all of it.
And
I
all the Matt
figured-
Pat videos. And
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
love it.
oh no,
cool.
I agree.
Well,
Cool.
well, Scott, rematch, John Lynch, David Lynch,
David Lynch, yes.
David Lynch.
Who's John Lynch?
Oh, there's probably somebody out there named John Lynch.
The greatest safety of all
There's,
time.
There's John Carroll Lynch from the Drew Carey show.
No, John Lynch, the
Bring it back
greatest
around.
the greatest safety of all time.
There's more Sean Lynch.
I'm gonna be
No,
honest. I don't even know what a safety does on a football team.
Whatever.
do
He's
I.
the best safety of all time in Tampa Bay history. He's a Hall of Fame safety. So yeah. Also the GM the 49ers. So I just want to say that. That's who John Lynch is.
Wow.
Hall of Fame safety for the Bucks. 47.
All right, so that's the
White
end of
boy who
this
plays
show.
safety.
That's the end of this show. Scott, you win.
You want
Did
a
it.
trophy or something? Do you want a trophy? You big winner. You
I
you
want a
winner,
pink
you.
flamingo. I want one of those flamingos from the trailer parks.
Wow, September.
I will give
23rd,
you a Joker.
2022.
Oh, come on. Go full John Waters. You want us to dig up the bones of Divine and give them to you.
Oh God.
Well, no, you need to take them to a dildo smith.
Yes, we will make you a divine dildo.
Oh, no.
I will
I'll
give
take
you
it.
a Joker.
I'll
I
put
mean,
it up there
Like,
next to Optimus Prime.
let's be honest. Like, if you don't like want to own it, I don't understand you. Like, come
I
on.
mean, yeah, I'll take it.
You'll get nothing. and
Where
like
can
it.
I watch this?
I mean,
stuff?
eventually you'll use it probably, but some drunken rage or something. I don't know.
Yeah, what you said, Sasha, I hope you didn't say where can I find Pink Flamingos.
Oh no,
No.
I'm looking for the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared TV show. I'm I'm so far
I
off
wouldn't even
right now.
recommend that to my worst enemy. I mean, Trink has literally been trying to get me.
I
keep
love
forgetting-
puppets.
Keep forgetting that. Make Matt watch Pink Flamingos.
No, I've been
watched
watching
it already.
a lot of like YouTube like original shit.
So good, so good.
Yeah, the
Salad
TV
fingers.
Seen it already.
Oh, the new
Salad
Salad Fingers
Fingers.
is awesome.
Yeah, it's good. It does
did
it
you-
justice. It does. Yeah.
Have you seen the Digital Circus yet?
We
Oh,
probably should.
man.
end the
It's by the
show.
same.
Oh,
people that
yeah.
did Murder Drone.
Sorry, we're landing a plane. Sorry. As Alice
No,
says.
not that I mind. I love this.
I
kind
don't
of stuff,
mind
but
either.
I
No,
I
we
don't
can talk
think
about
the
this after the
audience
show.
wants to hear this.
Yeah. After we can hear this
I got
after the
sucked
show.
in. I got sucked in.
Okay, so because I almost forgot your name. Scott, what do you got to pitch and all of that?
Oh yeah, plugs.
It's,
Pluggy pluggy.
find me on Is It Rotten with Mac and Zach. We're gonna be doing Krippendorf's Tribe, which is insane. Look it up. I
Somehow
don't wanna
more
ruin it for you.
cancelable than this.
Yeah. Richard Dreyfuss, not just speaking his words. He's a man of action as well.
Oh, also, we'll definitely be trying to get film talk. Don't worry.
How about
Yes.
Black Film Talk?
We're definitely going to be doing Black Film Talk. I'm sorry, guys. We have been busy with work, and I've been busy with work and stuff. So we're going to get back to that.
I don't know
since-
why, but I want you guys to do like a April Fool's where you pick the whitest movie you could possibly talk about.
8 Mile. Happy Medium.
Yeah.
Oh, I can find a whiter
Whiter
movie.
movie.
No. I'm saying Happy Medium. Oh yeah, there's definitely way
Yeah,
whiter.
they're
movies than that.
definitely. Yeah. I mean,
Porky's. I feel like
Breakfast
Porky's is a whiter movie than
Porky's
Breakfast
is
at
a white
Tiffany's.
movie.
just about anything.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Pretty white.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Gone with the Wind.
Nah, that's just a racist film.
It's not
Pretty white.
racist.
Yes.
It's set in the Civil War. How is that racist? That's what happened.
Mamie.
It wasn't racist for like Civil War era. It was racist for when the movie came out.
Right,
Yes.
exactly. There's a difference. I can't call it racist, but that stuff
Mamie.
happened.
Mamie.
They did not say that though. That was never said in the movie. I've seen that movie too many times. They don't say that. And Hattie McDaniel does actually take a pot shot at the white characters in that movie. She says it under her breath, but she does say something under her breath about them.
Okay.
So,
Breakfast at
Matt.
Tiffany's?
Green Book.
Matt,
Is Green Book
pitch.
is Green Book
pitch.
later?
Say your thing. Mac.
Me? I thought Zach. I thought you said Zach.
I said Mac. I
Oh,
already
my
know
bad,
Zach
my
is
bad.
gonna not say anything.
Oh, okay. My bad. Hello guys. I'm Mac. Come follow me at 10th Book Fan 88.
You got 10 seconds, brother.
You can follow me at 10th Bay Book Fan 88, or you can follow me at GG Game Fixers. We got a lot coming up. Tomorrow we will be doing the GF1 podcast, where we will be trying to give you our final girl. We will be telling you what is the best. We're all gonna go get together and talk about what is the best final girl. Also, on Halloween, we will have our Halloween episode, annual Halloween episode of Gamer Grudge. So make sure you come say that. Also, next Wednesday, Anime Urami. So, Owl, if you're in the chat, we are definitely doing Anime Urami. So I hope you know that we are doing Anime Urami. Owl, happy Owl Ren. You know you're there. I know you're there. We're doing Anime Urami. Just let you know.
Unless she says no.
She say no all she wants, but you know, she wanted to do the show. I did.
That was over 10 seconds, but I'll let it slide because you got to the point.
Also, I want to say I love Jim. And
Mustachio, go.
Scott, I love you, man. I love you, Scott.
Hey everybody, I'm Mustachio. You can find me on Instagram on my craft account where I do crochet things as littleblue.cro. We make cute nerdy things such as this sand seal from the new Link game, or all the old Link games too. But find me there, Instagram, mostly there and here, littleblue.cro.
Zach, do you want to contribute? I'm pretty sure no, but I'm going to ask anyways.
There's a new Danny Brown album. I'm kind of busy.
Okay. And I'm on Twitter. Just look up my name. Oh yeah, there's a GF1 after it, so I'm the GF1 person.
The GF1 person.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Because apparently, if you do look up mine, if you just type in these two words, a whole bunch of other people show up. So I am the GF1 person. So, anyways, good match or semi-decent match, because Matt didn't come with this A game. He came with kind of a B+ game.
B plus.
Although I will give you extra credit points for the third question because I did like that.
Yeah, I came with it. So.
All right. Anything else? I don't think that is.
Thank you for hosting, Miss.
Yay! I think this is the last time I'm actually hosting for a while. I think. Yes, no, Mac?
No. Yeah, this is probably the last one you're hosting in a while because we Anime Urami, and then I'm not fighting the next. I'm not fighting to the championship.
We do have
guys.
a podcast tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we do have a podcast.
Yeah, but I'm not
She's talking about hosting the show.
I will be on other shows. I'm just not the lead
She's just not
figurehead.
being the host. Like I'm going back to my hosting show. I'm pretty much. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm not fighting until the championship round because I'm tired. I just fought.
Good, because I think I need
3 matches in a row. I'm about dead. I just fought literally four matches in a row. 4 in a week.
That's a lot. That's a lot of prep work. I get it.
I am tired. Like I'm not fighting no more. I literally like. That's why I didn't bring my A game because I was like, oh god.
I honestly feel you because after doing this for like what 3-4 months straight.
Yeah, I'm like
I need a break.
I didn't even bring my A game because I was like, I'm tired. I don't care.
All right.
Yeah.
Students get these.
All right, so I guess that's it.
Yep, that's it.
Till
Good night.
tomorrow. Till
Bye.
tomorrow's
Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.